Today's May 20th, and this is an update on the shaded area along the side of my garage that I started last year. I always had this hydrangea here, but that was all that was there, and it doesn't bloom till probably like the end of June, I think. So it's getting all the buds though now, and that's great. It's a purple and blue hydrangea, and I love it. But that's all the color that was here. So this year, well, last year I talked about it, I added these Hellebores. And it's kind of interesting to me because I planted them in March, or they actually they bloomed in March, and they started very light and pinky and yellow. And I just love how the color keeps changing all the time. And then also the leaves are pretty attractive. The leaves have really grown in this month, which makes me think that the flowers will start fading, and then it will just kind of be a clump of foliage. But at the same time, it's actually attractive foliage, so I don't mind it. The primrose I picked up last month at the nursery for this pot is kind of fading, but it's a perennial, so I'm going to find a place for that. And soon in the summer that will have coleus for color. That's a total shade spot. So let's see what's happening along the side of the garage. This is the bleeding heart I put in last year. I can't believe how huge it is. It doesn't have as many blooms as I thought it would. I don't know if anybody knows. I've had bleeding hearts before, but I thought there'd be a little bit more. But there is more than last month. Last month there was one little stalk. So maybe there'll be more to come out. Or maybe it's just getting used to its new spot. So that is the bleeding heart. Over here, just a little hosta. But I came in this week and I planted some columbines. So look, this is a little sunflower that's going to grow from the seeds from the bird. That's all the shells from our bird feeder that used to be here. I kind of use it as mulch now. So anyway, these are little columbines because this is a shady area. Oh, another little sunflower. I just let them go. So hopefully, so far the squirrels haven't dug up this area, even though I ran out of baskets. This is Solomon seal, and it has those little white bell-type blooms. It always reminds me of a very large lily of the valley. And again, I got this from the Gut by Nothing group. And boy, it's huge this year. It's usually pretty graceful and it hangs over, but it's reaching out a little bit. I think it's because we had so much rain. See how the stems are kind of bent? It's like hanging way over because the rains were pelting it. But they're very pretty. It's kind of like lily of the valley. And a lot of the flower people I follow that have cut flower gardens, they have more of the variegated, I think, leaves, but they use the stems in floral arrangements. They like the greenery. Supposedly there are little berries that grow too, but I have not seen berries. They're supposed to feed the birds. But I still like it. This is Solomon seal. And as we move over here, I have another little hosta that I put there. And these ferns just grow in my yard naturally. But it's funny because I've watched other people with their woodland gardens, and they buy these ferns. So you know what? I let them just go. And over there you can see we throw a lot of our big sticks behind the garage, so kind of like a hidden area. This is a hosta I had transplanted from my front yard. It's a very big hosta, but usually the natural ferns have just drowned it out lately. And this one is crushed a little because we put the bird feeder up on this end now. It used to be in the middle, but it was crushing all the plants. So I moved it. And that's why I ended up putting the columbines over there. The only thing I still have to put over here is I did buy 2 Astillbes, but those don't really grow till midsummer anyway, I don't think, or bloom. I have a few in the front. They're more the reddish kind. These are, I'll put a picture, it's pinkish blue. And all this green that you see on the ground, I talked about that. I'll have to find their actual name for it again, but it's kind of a false strawberry. And it ends up being a ground cover, and they actually have tiny red berries in the summer, but they're not really tasty to humans, even though they are edible, I've read. But anyway, I don't mind. This is more of a woodland area. It's under trees. So if you can see, I call them the grandma trees. It's like a cypress. This whole area is very shady. So I just kind of let nature do its thing. But I did want to take advantage and add some color along this wall because I sit in my kitchen and this is the wall, the view that I see. So I wanted some color and I did get some. So anyway, that's what's happening in the shade this month. Thanks for watching.